It all started on a Thursday when Dr. Evelyn Hart, a neuroengineer at the University of Cambridge, arrived to find the lab door unlatched and a single mug of cold tea on her desk. The date was 12 November 2020. The building guardian's log recorded a delivery at 0213, a van with no registered company name. What was missing was the machine that had no public name yet, a prototype Hart had helped develop to translate hippocampal firing into a crude, replayable stream of images and sound. Internally, it was called mnemonocene. The police report, filed with Cambridgeshire Constabulary and later released under Freedom of Information, reads like a procedural ordinary enough for the 21st century. CCTV from nearby King's Parade showed a driver in a dark jacket. Forensic swabs found no prints on the device's casing. It had been wiped with industrial ethanol. But the prototype's custom solid-state recorder was gone, and with it, years of recorded trials. Patients who had consented to let the device map their most private memories. Chief Inspector Paul Davies led the early investigation. "We treated this as theft at first," he said in a press briefing. "We did not know then that something bigger had started." Within 3 days, a ransom email appeared in Dr. Hart's inbox, a short note offering access to a single memory, claimed to be footage of a politician accepting a bribe, in exchange for academic immunity and a transfer of research licenses to a private firm in London. The ransom set the path from a laboratory burglary into a crime against evidence itself. Blockchain timestamps, encrypted backups, and institutional witnesses all proved that the stolen recorder could reconstruct a person's subjective experience. If authentic memories could be purchased, courts, politicians, and boardrooms would be at risk. Investigators tracked purchases of high-capacity flash modules to a pawn shop in Shoreditch. There, a shop ledger and a nervous assistant pointed toward Marcus Bell, a 28-year-old freelance electrical technician who had worked intermittently for an outsourced facilities contractor at the university. Bell was arrested at his flat. Under interview, he denied involvement. The prosecution presented circumstantial material, traces of mnemonocene-specific epoxy in his toolbox, CCTV showing him near the lab at odd hours. Still, when a jury convened in the summer of 2021, the case collapsed. The central piece of evidence, a reconstructed memory offered by the private firm as proof, was demonstrably synthetic. Forensic neurotech specialists called by the Crown demonstrated that mnemonicene's data could be algorithmically spliced. The synthetic memory shown in court contained micro-artifacts, temporal smoothing consistent with generative adversarial reconstructions. The judge dismissed the memory as inadmissible, the first time in British legal history a subjective replay had been excluded on the grounds of synthetic provenance. What followed was not revenge, but revelation. Leaked internal emails from Atlas Security, a private contractor previously unknown to the public but later confirmed to have pitched surveillance services to university departments, showed an obsession with proof, not truth. Atlas had funded shadow trials of mnemonocene in exchange for options on any commercial spin-out. They had also hired operators capable of producing convincing fake memory streams to blackmail targets and to test legal thresholds. Dr. Hart testified at a parliamentary inquiry in December 2021. "We built a mirror for the mind," she said. "We never imagined someone would polish the glass until reflections became indistinguishable from originals." The inquiry recommended new rules: provable hardware signatures for neurorecorders, mandatory chain of custody protocols for subjective data, and criminal penalties for synthetic memory fabrication. Marcus Bell never received an apology in public, though civil settlements and sealed agreements hinted at compensation. Atlas Security was fined and stripped of several contracts. The University of Cambridge instituted an oversight board for brain-computer research, and mnemonocene was moved to a secured archive with tamper-evident seals. Today, the Cambridge mnemonocene heist is cited in ethics classes, police courses, and parliamentary debates as a turning point, a crime that began as a simple theft and became a legal watershed. Archive footage shows Dr. Hart, older now, walking past King's College Chapel with a small satchel. She carries the stamped ledger that once recorded consent. The lesson, repeated in after-action reports, is blunt. When memory becomes data, the line between evidence and forgery blurs. The Cambridge case did not end the danger, but it forced courts and lawmakers to treat memories not as unquestionable windows into truth, but as artifacts requiring provenance, chains of custody, and, in a world where tech can fake the past, a cautious legal imagination.
information.